Hey everyone, Mike here, and it's time to take a look at Season 7, Episode 3 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This episode is called Flurry of Emotion, which of course means we're going to be looking at Flurry Heart. And personally, I am mixed on Flurry Heart, both in general and specifically on her overpowered nature. I know that is really something that a lot of people dislike. On one hand, given what we learned in Baby Cakes about baby unicorns having these random outbursts of magic, I can see where an alicorn, a much more powerful creature, would obviously at baby age have much more powerful outbursts of magic. But on the other hand, with so many other characters that are becoming overpowered, like Twilight, Starlight, it can be annoying to see another overpowered alicorn that is a baby. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for preamble. Let's get right in here and take a look. Play.
Oh, Princess Twilight, every pony at the hospital is so excited for your visit today.
I'm never too busy to visit sick foals. I can't believe a whole class just came down with the horsey hives.
On school picture
2 days
day
before
2.
retirement. Or graduation day.
Oh, the poor dears really do need cheering up.
We'll do our
Dear,
best.
I thought we were taking
bring
care of
snacks,
ponies.
I'll read to them and get them gifts.
Food and presents always cheer me up.
Me too.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, if we want to be at the hospital by lunch, then we have 3 hours to buy get well presents, borrow a book from the schoolhouse, and pick up treats.
It's a lot, but
I
if
don't
we
know.
stick to the
That doesn't
schedule,
seem
I
like
know
something
we can get it all
you
done.
couldn't handle in 3
Knock on
hours.
wood.
Surprise!
Oh my gosh!
As Shining Armor does not handle parenthood quite as well as Cadence does.
I'm good. I was hoping my favorite aunt could watch me for a few hours.
I hope you're not too busy.
Wow.
Actually, we kind of are.
Busy? Psh. Would the best aunt ever be too busy to spend time with this adorable little one?
Where's Sunburst?
No.
I mean, technically he's Flurry's godfather type character, so, you know, this seems like he would have been a better last-minute choice rather than making the trip from the Crystal Empire all the way to Ponyville to ask Twilight to do it. I mean, I guess we can assume Sunburst is doing some type of, like, magical training or study or something, but, yeah. Of course, this situation could easily be solved. All she needs to do is send Spike to do the shopping for all the stuff they need, and she can take care of Flurry Heart.
Flurry, I've got a surprise for you. Just a couple of toys that
Yeah.
reminded me of Flurry.
I guess after the amount of time's passed, she would be starting to walk now.
I'm excited to show you I've done some shopping for Flurry Heart.
Oh, you're so sweet.
It's like my mother. She's constantly buying gifts for the kids all the time and spoiling them.
Open this one, Flurry. Exactly, they're bears. You're one smart cookie.
Well, that kind of made it over that jump.
We'll just put Flurry's things over here, Twily.
Totally.
Yeah, you're not needed anymore. She's got this.
Mashed peas, her favorite.
And diapers. Extra diapers. Oh, and backup extra diapers.
Mashed peas, her favorite.
You did just say a couple hours, right?
Uh-huh.
Oops.
Oh, and this is the most important thing of all. Her whammy.
No
Take
whammies.
it Flurry named it?
Yup. If she gets fussy, just give her the whammy and she'll calm right down.
You getting?
Of course, now I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to remember what game show that was from.
You remember my friend from the Royal Guard, Spearhead?
Honestly,
All the guards kinda look
they're
alike.
Very similar.
Well, he has a pop-up art show at the Ponyville Cafe, and we decided to go at the last minute.
We're not exactly art enthusiasts, but we could really use a night out.
You mean Day?
That's what I said. Isn't that what I said?
Mm-mm.
Either way, are you sure you can watch her?
Have no fear. The best aunt ever has everything under control.
Seriously, just send Spike. He can handle this.
Thanks again, Twily.
Spike has actually been very competent this
Grab
season.
that warming thing and go.
Oh, you want to pretend we're the bears? I suppose we have time for a quick game.
Do we though?
Hey!
Flurry has a really large head.
I'm gonna get ya!
But I see the Spike suffering will not completely end.
Horsey Hive's covered falls counting on us, remember?
Got it! I'm catching up!
Good job, Twilight.
Uh-oh.
Terrify the poor kid.
Did that scare you? It's okay. It's just Auntie Twily.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
You know, that was a very advanced spell for some pony your age. Looks like you're already taking after your Auntie Twily.
All right, that was pretty adorable. But now,
I know, Spike. We're leaving.
That's probably like gonna be most fans' thoughts on this episode. That was adorable, but yeah, I'm not a fan of peas either. Yeah, I'm not really a art
Is this
enthusiast
art
myself.
Or a mistake?
I have no idea. But who cares? We're not changing diapers.
To each your own, right?
Shining armor! Cadence! Are the new rents? Give me some hoof. Oh, it is so good.
Good job, kids.
To see you dudes. Hey, thanks for coming.
Of course.
I kind of like this guy.
Having a great time. Loving all the art.
That's a trash can.
Who says it's not art?
So it is. I knew that.
But hey, who's to say it's not art? Art can be anything that
see?
speaks to you. It changed my world. This is my latest piece. 1,000 Nights in a Hallway.
Wow, I guess nighttime in a hallway can be pretty dark.
There is none more dark.
Yeah, totally.
We're just so happy to be here. Usually we're covered in mashed peas by now.
when they said mashed peas were her favorite, they mean her favorite thing to decorate?
I don't even like regular peas.
Aw, come on, Spike. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and we're only 20 minutes behind schedule.
20 minutes? It's fine. We can totally
I think
do
we're
this.
going to be seeing Lesson Zero Twilight.
Okay, we just need to grab some toys and we are out of here. You want to play, don't you? Well, I know a game that's even more fun.
I will say Spike's trying to do good at keeping things on task.
thinking, Twilight?
Best and ever! Hang on, Flurry. The race car's taking a pit stop.
Kind of surprised they would want Parastrike plushies there, given what the Parasprites did to Ponyville.
I'm not a detective, but I think we got a suspect.
Well,
Now that I think about it,
we've got no
I thought
time
they
to-
like stunted her magic, you know, during the whole Crystalline episode. I gotta say, Spike's keeping up fairly well,
Minutes from running here.
given, you know, the little stubby legs and all.
Minutes. We were already behind. We're still 55 minutes behind. I mean, yay, team.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for helping us out, Cheerilee. Sorry we were late.
Oh, no problem. But I gotta say, I'm surprised you came to me for a book. Don't you have a huge collection?
Yes.
That is a valid question.
Sorry, 1 second. I didn't think the foals would be interested in the unabridged history of amulets in Pony Latin.
Yeah, it was good you came to me. How about the complete collection of Ponyville fables and stables?
Ooh.
Too long.
Alien alicorns versus space pirates?
Well, the science
I wanna read that.
preposterous.
How about Brinferno?
I don't care, I want to read that.
He could
Sounds
be a
awesome.
Dragon warrior who slays evildoers with his breath and his snappy comebacks.
Let's borrow that for you and keep looking.
Eh,
What else?
You do have a bored child here.
How about Gusty the Great?
Ooh, that was one of my favorites when I was a filly. We'll take it. Should I go with something more current? Cheerilee, I am so sorry. I didn't even hear her leave.
Good job.
There, all clean.
Great. Now I'll just write it
I
over
have
here.
actually seen cases like this.
Eh,
Parent gets so preoccupied chatting that they forget to pay attention to the child.
Journey.
Oh.
This reminds me of the time Flurry got into the chocolate pudding, and we found little chocolate hoof prints all over the carpet.
That took forever to clean up. But remember how cute her little face looked when we caught her?
Yeah, she was like, uh-oh.
Whoa, art is so evocative. I wasn't even going for that memory. Score!
Yeah, I like him.
honestly, Twilight, I don't even want to tell you how late we are. Should I just cancel our visit to the hospital?
What? Cancel? We can't cancel.
Canceling is for the weak, Spike.
They're counting on us. And the BAE would never throw in the towel like that.
BAE?
Best aunt ever? Besides,
Please don't
who's
make
there
that
to make
reference.
a
I hate that term.
Figure that.
Because Flurry can play with the kids and stay out of trouble. Best aunt ever!
Yeah, that sounds like a good way to stay out of trouble. Because the Cake Twins on their own never cause trouble.
Wonderful. They're friends already.
Huh. I shouldn't have doubted you.
Thanks. Wait, you doubted me? Spike, you watch Flurry. I'll take care of everything else. Hi, Pinky, how's it going? I need to pick up the cupcakes for the foals at the hospital, and can you do apology treats? I'm good. Here they are. Of course I can. Do you still have a giant file of every pony's favorite treat? In my secret pony carrying cave? BRB!
Like Pinky would ever not have a list like that.
Cheerilee? I am pretty awesome. Cherry oatmeal cookies with yellow sprinkles. Great. Can you write sorry on them? I've got a stamp for that.
Uh-oh. and the war begins.
Hey, you guys. No need to fight. Hang on.
I'll give Flurry Heart credit. She tried to get in adults to, you know, be the peacekeeper.
Hold on, sweetie. We'll play in a second.
Yeah, I can't agree with her methods, but the idea was good.
The sales pony at the toy store. Apple strudel cupcake with caramel drizzle.
Yes, Flurry, you have made two great enemies this day.
Same face cheerily made. Pinky, remind me what your favorite treat is? The sampler platter. We'll take 3 of those.
Aha! Told you I'd find another one.
A little late, but good job.
Twilight?
Out of the question. We are not canceling. It's gonna be
Winners don't cancel, Spike!
It's been so terrible so far that it can't possibly end up.
Sorry.
Yeah, really, don't let her finish that sentence.
No, I needed it.
I was just gonna say, we're here. And we're only 4.5 minutes late.
4.5.
I'm actually surprised they're not more late, given, you know, how far behind they were earlier.
Gusty the Great was not deterred. She and her unicorn warriors marched up the hill. But suddenly they encountered...
What? What was it?
It was the treacherous
Now that I
Growgar.
think about it, I didn't realize there was more than one class at that school.
Called out to the unicorn
But
warriors.
if it was like the whole class that we're familiar with, where are the CMC and like Diamond Tiara, all that?
We can
There's the tantrum.
and the unicorn warriors shot magical beams
I am familiar with this.
that wove into one. The beams, stronger than 1,000 armies, shined down. It wrapped around Growgar and pulled him to the ground. Don't let him escape, yelled Gusty.
Say
Kind of reminds me of the dentist song from Little Shop of Horrors.
Growgar was strong, for fear gave him power, and he broke through the bonds. I know, so good, right?
Okay, she should seriously not have that much power after what happened with the crystalline.
So are you! Flurry, honey, you need to stop this. Put us down, please. Twilight, look out!
That fella's gonna get a ticket for driving that bed at that speed.
No pony panic. Everything's gonna be okay.
Couldn't you maybe use your magic just to like stop hers temporarily, like a barrier over her, or something that would stop her magic? You know, long enough to gain control.
I can't keep up with her.
Oh yeah, where's her snoozle?
Her what?
You know, her wacky, lumpy thing, the snail? Where is it? They didn't say it calms her down.
I don't see it.
That would be the problem.
Flurry Heart, put us all down this instant. Is every pony okay? Flurry, that was very
I guess the
very
nurse
bad.
isn't.
You could have hurt some ponies. Flurry, I didn't mean to. Sweetie, you don't have to be scared. It's just me. See? You're scared of me. Because I
Well,
yelled at
yeah.
you like a big scary bear. Flurry, I'm so
Well, I don't know if it really has anything to do with bears. Kids in general usually don't like getting yelled at, justified or not.
None of this is your fault. It's mine. so much for being the
Well,
best
it's
aunt ever.
kind of her
I hope
fault,
you know how much I love you.
at least in part.
Oh, I take it you forgive me? Thanks, Flurry. How about we head home? After we find your whammy, of course.
Yep.
And clean up.
This one kind of reminds me of Flurry's hair.
And this one reminds me of Flurry too.
First time away from the child.
Like her. I can't do this anymore. Spearhead, this has been great, but...
Say no more. My art has always spoken to me about what I love. But knowing that it spoke to you about what you love speaks to me.
What?
Go to her.
And the fact that the art speaking to them speaks to you really speaks to me.
Flurry, where's our little foal? Oh, we missed you so much.
Yeah, that is what it tends to be like
But it
for
looks
parents
like you
first
had a
time
great
away from the
time
child.
without us.
Actually, not so much. Flurry got into some mischief. But it wasn't her fault. I shouldn't have agreed to watch
Well,
it with such a
maybe not
jam-packed
entirely,
schedule.
but
It was too much to juggle. But Flurry taught me an important lesson today. It turns out being the best aunt ever isn't about spending the most time with your niece, but spending quality time with her. And she taught me a really cool bear game. So I guess I learned 2 things.
bear game, that's the real moral of the story.
Well, we definitely should have given you more of a heads up.
Yes. From
Yes,
now on,
yes, you
we'll
should
give
have.
Plenty of notice.
Oh, that would be great.
Hey, what are you doing next Tuesday? For dinner, not to babysit.
I'll have to check with Spike, but I think we're free.
Where is Spike anyway?
The dashing dragon will
Currently,
free the
Spike is
scorching
being
flame
awesome.
from his snout. Then Chuckleton
Which has been a
goes
trend from this
through
season.
Into the sunset. If you can't stand the heat, don't fight a dragon.
Hey, you kind of look like him.
Thank you. Okay, now who wants more cake?
Good job, Spike. Yeah, this wasn't a bad episode. Definitely, I'm really liking what they're doing with Spike this season. In a lot of the previous stuff, he's been either the brunt of jokes or the, I guess it technically would be butt of jokes, excuse me, or he's been the cause of the problems. I really like that this season so far, in all 3 episodes, he's been pretty cool. As for the rest of the episode itself, it had some similarities to Baby Cakes. You know, baby causes mischief, and the adult has to try to clean it up. I do think that the moral, well, a sound moral, is not entirely valid in this case because it was not entirely Twilight's fault. A lot of this, and yes, Flurry's a baby, but a lot of this is, you know, go on towards Flurry. I have to admit, as I'm saying that, I'm kind of, you know, having second thoughts on that because of the fact that she is a baby. If she was a toddler who maybe understood a little better, then yes, it's hard to really put responsibility onto a child that doesn't understand responsibility yet. So in that aspect, yeah, I can kind of see where, you know, Twilight could take the brunt of the responsibility, but not entirely. I still feel that that's not entirely her fault. I did get a kick out of that Spearhead character. I kind of hope we see some more from him. And I like that, not a lot, but we got a little bit of character building for Shining Armor and Cadance. That's actually another thing that this season has done very well. First we got some for Princess Celestia, and then in this episode we got to get a little bit of character for Shining Armor and Cadance. Again, not a huge amount, but more than we had gotten previously. Alright, that's all I've got on this one, so until next time.